Hey humans, Coach Mindy here with your Find the Drive workout of the day. Today we have 3 for MLK. It's 3 times through a 3-minute EMOM. EMOM meaning every minute on the minute. So what this is going to look like, 15 ground to overhead, 15 thrusters, and then for that remaining time, max burpees. So every minute on the minute typically means that every minute interval you're doing something. Today it's a 3-minute interval and you're working within that block. We'll go over that in more details when we get there. But to get you warmed up, you're going to start out with 30 seconds of up downs. Up downs look like this. So 2 options there, jumping in, jumping out, stepping in, stepping out. Those are your 2 options. Just make sure you stand all the way up for each movement. And if you are stepping in and out of those, make sure you're alternating legs so one leg's not doing all the work. 30 seconds there, and then using a stool, a block, a step, anything for a target, you're going to do 30 seconds of toe taps. It can look like this, or like this. Whichever one you choose, it's about getting that knee high and tapping, not kicking the side of the object. So make sure you're bringing that knee up, whether you're stepping or jumping. After that, feet to hips width apart, fingertips by your ears, pinch your shoulder blades together, soft bend the knee, and stand. You're gonna give me 10 good mornings, making sure you're keeping that chest up, eye on the horizon. Then you're going to take your feet double shoulder wide for some lateral lunges. Hips go back and down, pushing that knee out wide, standing tall, and then changing sides. After that, you can grab your dumbbells, kettlebell, whichever you have, for some deadlifts. Today's workout, I'm going to be using dumbbells, so we're going to start off with that. Your feet are going to be a little bit more narrow in stance than a normal deadlift. So just inside of your hips, you're going to hold one side of that dumbbell, hinging forward. Dumbbells touch the ground right outside of your pinky toes. Keep those hips slightly elevated. Stand tall. Squeeze your gut. Squeeze your butt. We're going to do 10 deadlifts. Bring those dumbbells up to your shoulders. Full grip on them now. Keep those elbows up. Don't let them point to the ground. Press straight up overhead. For 10 shoulder presses, and then we're going to close out each round of our warm-up with 5 down dog push-ups. So you're going to start in that high plank position because your hands and feet should not move once you start. Push back into a downward dog. Try to drive those heels towards the ground, rocking back forward, chest to the ground, and then back. If push-ups from the toes is not in the cards, you can rock forward to the knees, chest to the ground, press back up, and continue. 5 reps there. You're going to go through your warm-up 2 times through to get you ready for 3 for MLK. As mentioned, it's 3 sets of a 3-minute EMOM. So your EMOM is going to start out with 15 ground to overhead, 15 because January 15th is Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King's birthday. 15 reps for Dr. Martin Luther King with ground to overhead. So I'll be using the dumbbells for the workout. My feet are being about my squat stance. Not quite that far, but pretty close. I'm going to hinge forward and touch down the ground in between my feet, holding the dumbbells from one end. From here, stand tall and punch up. I don't move till my arms are fully extended, and then back up. So to break this apart, good setup position. Shoulders are slightly in front of those dumbbells. Dumbbells are in between my feet. Hips are slightly elevated. Knees are pushed out. From here, stand tall, squeeze your butt, squeeze your gut. Arms are not moving. Do a couple reps there to get your body ready. Next step, stand tall, squeeze your butt, squeeze your gut, and then shrug. Looks like this. Next movement will be the punch overhead. So I'm going to stand tall, squeeze my butt, squeeze my gut, shrug, punch overhead. For the return back down, elbows come forward and down, keep those dumbbells close. When arms fully extend, then I bend. That's your ground to overhead. From there, I'm going to move right into my thrusters. Dumbbell heads on my shoulders, elbows up. We're keeping our elbows up for 2 reasons. 1, so they don't hit my knees, and 2, because my chest will follow my elbows. Feet are in squat stance with the shoulder width apart. Thrusters look like this. So hips go back and down, pushing those knees out into a squat, keeping those elbows up, standing tall, punch overhead. I do not move till they hit my shoulders, and then right back down. It'll be really easy in both the ground to overhead and the thrusters for our arms to start moving before we're standing. So make sure you're fully upright and then punch for both movements, and then same for both as well. You do not move until your arms are down, legs, arms, arms, legs. And then for that final time in your 3-minute EMOM, you're going to do max burpees. Burpees look like this. Whether you are stepping in or out, whether you're jumping in or out, chest hits the ground for each rep. If your chest doesn't hit the ground, it's not in fact a burpee. And when you stand, jump overhead. So the way this goes down, you have those 2 movements, 15 reps each. Ground to overhead, thrusters, 15 of one, 15 of the other. And for the remainder of that 3 minutes, as many burpees as you can possibly do. Then you have a 2-minute rest. Set your clock for 3 minutes, 15 ground to overhead, 15 thrusters, max burpees, as many as you can do in that remaining 3 minutes, 2 minutes of rest, and then 1 more round. So it's a 3-minute EMOM, 3-minute clock starts, ground to overhead, thrusters, max burpees in the remaining time. 2-minute rest, and you do that 2 more times. So for this scoring, so you can kind of keep track of your work, count your burpees. So round 1, you got 10 burpees. Let's try to keep those 10 for the next 2 sets, and then your total score will be how many burpees you're able to get. Hard stop on that 3 minutes. Stay firm on that 2-minute. That first 2-minute rest is going to seem long, but I promise you it will not feel like it as soon as you start. If you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, have a great workout.